a small family office with 8 multifamily locations in the city, 3 of which are higher end that sort of warrant to support a higher end user experience, tenant experience. I'm always sort of reluctant to invest where, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I have entry systems at all my buildings, but was interested in trying it out at our highest quality building in particular because of the clientele and the rents that they're paying, and it supports, higher end experience, literally from the minute they enter the building to the minute they leave. And so that starts with the entry system. And what I was trying to accomplish was some system that I didn't know whether or not it existed that could control front door, could control multiple garage doors, that I could control from my desktop. And then we added a gym amenity and the ability to add doors and entry points as they come along. In the old world, my front door would have a system, my garage doors would have a second system, my gym would have a third system, and I was skeptical that there was a product out there that could actually put all 3 of those formerly discrete systems on the same platform, and Swiftlane was able to do it. And the ability for me to say, okay, it's great, now it's working, can I make this modification? The answer being sure, click here, and you're done. Can I control this? Yes. Can I modify that? Yes. Can I move this around? Yes. The system is really flexible, and it hasn't stumped me yet, or I haven't stumped Swiftlane yet with the things that I've been asking for. The answers keep coming back as sure, click here, sure, do this, and it works beautifully right now. I mean, I can control who goes in, who goes out. I can see when people on my codes enter. I like the fact that I can set up a code for a cleaning lady or a dog walker that is a permanent code. But at the same time, we had a party on New Year's Eve, and I set up a code with 1231 as the entry code, and it expired at 10 o'clock the next morning by my design. And I don't need to be a slave to my phone when I know I have people coming over that hope I don't miss a call, which was another problem from the old entry system. The individual codes is just a really, really nice feature. I have tenants in this building in particular that range in age from their 30s into their, probably into their 80s. And everyone, I hear from people all the time when the water temperature is not, warm enough, when there's a clanging noise in the boiler room. The one area where I actually haven't heard from anyone is once we integrated the Swiftlane system. And that speaks to, how well the user interface is, that that anyone can figure out how to use it, and people can add their relatives and they can put their own codes in. And so that's been a really nice, I was really nervous to change entry system because I was afraid that I was going to upset, a system that, again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I had an entry system. It was just a little clunky, but it worked. And I was very reluctant to change that. But I'm glad that I did, because, the learning curve was near zero, and it gives everyone a lot more flexibility. And now we have controlled access. I mean, it's just been great. Two aspects that are particularly great for me are the app and not having to carry the fob around anymore. I still have the fob, and I guess I don't know why, but not having to carry around a fob because it's all, app-based. And my assumption and my kind of expectation that in using an app that you would press a button and then you'd have to wait an annoying, even if it's a second or a half a second, or, that I'd have to wait for the app to speak to the door. The delay is near zero. It's an amazing response time for me, and the tenants have expressed the same. Everyone sort of assumes these things are clunkier, and this one is, I don't know what you've done, but you've weeded out that delay, that gap. And so, it's sort of like, in the world of immediate gratification, you press the button, the door opens. It's great. And the same with the facial recognition. I can wear sunglasses, I can wear a hat, I can be bundled up in the rain, and it sees me almost instantly. And by the time I turn around and get to the door is open. So I like the fact that it sort of rooted out the delay that, older technology, used to force us to accept. Everyone loves it. I think they love I think that having the video, so video is new for us. We've never had video before at the front door. The ability to make codes for people. Everyone, was giving out sort of the same code before. And then if we had a security issue, we had to change the code for the whole building. It was one code for the front door entry system. Now everything's customizable. So now when people move out, I'm just going to wipe them from the admin, and then all their codes, I'm assuming, will disappear with it, which is great.